Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today's video is going to be on, I think this is jasper or agate. I'm not sure. It's either brown jasper with common opal in it, or it's brown jasper with milk agate in it. I'm not sure. It's fairly hard, but the whiter stuff is softer. As you can see from you can see where it's undercut. This is the biggest one. I've got three different stones. This was a leftover piece, and I just made a smaller. It was too. And it's got a crack in it. You can see the fracture in it up at the top, right at the bottom down here, in the center, going up and down. Kind of a yellowish crack. It's actually not in the center. It's right there in front of my fingernail. Going up this way, just a little short one, and then it's got that stain, limonite stain, up here at the top where it was chipped, and the chip healed, but it soaked in some of the color. And then there's two little necklace pieces, or two little necklace cabs. The bad part about those is they're such a different color. The person that gets them might be tempted to, unless I do it, unless I miraculously get enough money to do silversmithing. They're hard to see, but they're different colors. They're right from side by side each other on the same stone, but I just couldn't get two that. I did have a third one. I think it broke, and I think that's why I ended up cutting this one smaller so I could get this one out of it, or that smaller one of the two bigger cabs. They just look so dissimilar. It's hard to believe they're from the same rock, but they are. So I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and did them anyway. Did practice. I bought this slab at Marion Rock Gem and Mineral Show at Pavilion in Marion down here in Illinois, and I called them agate because I called it a tan agate because I'm just not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. But actually, you can see when I polished the back, which I didn't tape, by the way. I didn't tape polish in the back. You can see the softer stuff in it where it's dull, and that may be some kind of sandy inclusions in it too. I'm not really sure, but it's in and around the lighter stuff, so it may all be agate. It shines so good, but jasper shines like that too. Anyway, here's the video. Okay, today I'm going to be working on these three agates. I bought these they were already slabbed. They're a little thin as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot as far as rounding on the faces. Hopefully I'll be able to get them to fit in these. These aren't the actual fittings I'm going to use, but but I'm going to shape them to these. Oh, you need the other one. Here's the other one. So I'm going to put them in this is the right size. I've already shaped. This one looks like it fit in. Maybe not. Nope, not yet. But anyway, I'm going to polish these today. They're agate. I'm not sure what kind or where it came from. I bought it at the mineral show in Marion, Gem and Mineral Show in Marion, Illinois, where I live, close to where I live anyway. Okay, here we go. Oh, plug in I left my water plugged in already. Actually, I don't think I'm going to start on the 80 grit either, because I don't want to take too much off of them. It may take a little while to get them. shape where I need them. But I don't have to grind too much and take off too much rock because I don't have much rock to work with. Too bad. Let's see if I got any high spots. That's absolutely not helping anything. Just a little bit of water. My girdle a little thicker on this one. I think I'm going to try. Well, maybe. Probably be a while, but I'm going to try it anyway. That hard spot again. Try putting the silver plate use wire to make the backing, and then silver on the sides that I can just fold down onto it. I don't remember what it's called right now. For some reason it's escaped my mind. Still have an open back on it, and then I can fold the bezel over on it. Okay, let's take some of this scratches off of it so I can see what I'm working with. It's hard to work with this stuff because it's so dull when it's rough. You can't really see the imperfections. like the high spots and the lines, angles. Inconsistencies in the thickness, that type of thing. Softer. I don't know if it's agate or not. It's weird. It's not as hard as some of the other agates I've been doing. Of course, I've not done every kind of agate yet. By any stretch of the imagination. Not even in the Marvel universe. Sorry, I was just watching a YouTube video about Marvel bloopers. Feels a lot better already. I'm also going to have lines in this one from the inclusions. I remember that from the last one too. From lines at the edges of all the inclusions that are in it. I guess you'd call it mossy. Kind of looks like a moss, just not black like moss. Edge came right around. And I've still got more work to do on the face, but I'm going to get this edge. I didn't get all the way down to the edge of the girdle on that. There were still scratches from the 280 on the edge. Almost looked like scratches from the 240. And it could have been. It's hard to see when it's... I think I got that a little too high. Get water droplets on the inside of my magnifier. There's a fracture on that corner where that agate was harder too. That's probably another reason why it wasn't cutting right. Okay, edge looks pretty good. That little orange in between the lighter tans there looks like it's got some rust in it. And it might be just because I haven't got it down good enough yet. We'll find out. Looks like it's going to undercut. Looks like it's way softer than the rest of it. Because it's still real dull compared to the rest of it, which is slightly dull. I wanted to try to get them matched up a little better, but there was just no real clear same looking pattern to cover that whole slab, so you get what you get. Stone still looks a little lopsided, but once I get the wrap on it, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Calling it a wrap, it's not really going to be a wrap, it's just going to be an open back bezel. They're open back setting, I should say. Okay, let's go to the smaller grits. Go to 600 here. I'll have to polish the backs of these too, which means I'm going to have to dop them on the other side, because I ain't going to be able to hold that down on. I'm going to use the flat lap for it because its back's going to be flat anyway. See what I got on it. Get that out of the way. Oh. Might be why it looks lopsided, but no, that's not the, yeah, that's the side that looks a little lopsided. Looks like my bezel's been undercut there a little bit. Oh, it's still just a little high is what it is. Put some water on there. Okay. Got some quartz inclusion is why it looks dull. Yep. Nope. It was just a little bit cut undercut, or on that crooked cut, I should say, not a 90-degree edge on that side. Wasn't off by much. Probably where I slipped. Wow. We're gonna go to the next one already. That's taking a real good shot. That's better than any of the first two. No flat spots. No dull spots on the face. Wow. Next one, 3000 grit. Wow, that one. Still going to take this to the cerium oxide just in case you can tell the difference between the other two and this one. This one doesn't really need it, I don't think. It's got a really good shine to it. Kind of good. Reflects the light better. Well, I'm having a hard time seeing that little bitty monitor on this camera. Okay, that's all three of them for that machine. I need my spray bottle. Okay, I'm going to shut this off now so I can set up the flat lap and get the camera repositioned. I'll be right back. Wow. Next one, 3,000 grit. Wow, that one's still going to take this to the cerium oxide just in case you can tell the difference between the other two and this one. This one doesn't really need it, I don't think. It's got a really good shine to it. Trying to get it reflects the light better. Well, I'm having a hard time seeing that little bitty monitor on this camera. Okay, that's all three of them for that machine. Okay, I'm back. All I gotta do is wet down my pad here real quick. Get my calves over here. Move my towel off of here. Here we go. Messing with the edge, it's going to have silver over top of it, but just in case I change my mind.
aluminum oxide to it, so, or cerium oxide, whichever one it is. I'm kind of trying to get it to work into the rest of the pad. Spread it out a little bit. It's making a difference already. Still see the pattern is dull, or the inclusions are dull, but all that's going to take is a little bit of friction. A little bit of drying out of the pad. And a little bit of heat from the friction. It's too dry, it starts dragging the stone out of your hand, so I don't want to get ripped out of my fingers and busted off the Dopped stick. Speaking of which, I need to wet it down again. Still had some heat left in the stone. Better all the time. Well, you can see that you can see how much it's undercut too. Stuff that's softer cut away faster. But at least it's shining. Not dull anymore. Not as dull as it could be anyway. I may not be able to get it too much more shiny, but I'm going to give it a shot. So in case anything does bust out of there, it's like only a bunch of scratches in the same direction. I don't think it's going to bust anything out because I don't think this grit's big enough to chip any of those crystals out. I think it's smaller than the crystals are, so. Okay, I'd say it's done. I don't think I'm going to get it any better. Still see the duller spots. You can see that they're undercut. But they're shiny. This is the other one that had the dull spot in the middle. Hopefully you've seen it. keep adding water because centrifugal force throws it all to the outside edge of the pad and it dries out fairly quick if you don't put water on it. I don't want to completely dry it out. These ones had a little bit more of a dome to them also. Just because I cut the girdle a little smaller, a little shorter than the other one. The other one I don't think even has a flat spot on it anymore. But it was harder, it didn't have as much soft stuff in it to undercut like that. So I didn't have to keep working on it. Almost. And that inclusion in the middle is going to be undercut like the others, like the bigger stone. Not going to get around it. Luckily there's no inclusions on that other stone that were softer than the rest of it. Even though it's all from the same rock. And the same part of the rock from front to back when they slabbed it. Okay, it's got it shiny. You can still see it. You can still see that it's undercut. An inclusion. Or I should say the flat spot, which is also an inclusion. Quartz inclusion. So that one's ready. And this one's going to be so easy. I'm not going to have to do a whole lot to it. Just hit it with it quick like. To make sure that it's as shiny as the other ones. So it's already shinier than the other ones, I believe. Except for that, I mean, just because it doesn't have the inclusions. Soft inclusions. Shines like a diamond's in a goat's. Never mind. I won't finish that colloquial saying. I'm gonna get it where I can get the light on it. That should show it. Okay, those are done, except for polishing the backs. Let that dry out a little bit. Got up there to shut that up. That was quick. Oh yeah, well I'm thinking about it.
That was easy.
Hit the easy button. Okay, now I'll pop these in the freezer. There we go. Pop these in the freezer and get them off these Dopped sticks, and then I'll just see if I can't reuse those Dopped sticks with the same wax that's on them for the tops. So I'm gonna have to switch the Dopped sticks over here so I can polish the backs. Okay. Thanks for watching.
Well, that's the video. I'm sorry I didn't make a intro and outro on it when I recorded the video. Take these glasses off. I'm trying to look through them and I can't see the camera anyway, so it didn't make any difference. Thanks for watching. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Advice. I'll take any advice. Let me know if you think you might know what this is. If it looks similar to you. I bought it at the Marion Gem Mineral Show, and the guy that I bought it from, he didn't know what it was either. He had a box of slabs and he was getting rid of them, and I took 3 up to him, and he said, well, you okay? He said, I'll give you, he says today it's 2 for 1. So I went and got 3 more, and this was one of the ones I had to settle for. I wasn't going to pick this one before because it's kind of just, I mean, it's nice looking, but it's not real. I don't think it's real sought after colors. Maybe, I don't know. I don't wear jewelry and I'm not a woman, so I don't know what it would be, or whether it's, some people may like yellow, they may like tan and sand colors and that type of stuff, and it may be called something besides yellow or tan or buff or light brown too. I don't know colors all that well. Those are ones I've heard of. But anyway, thanks for watching. And I didn't like I said, I didn't record polishing the backs of these. I don't think I did. If I did, I can't find it. But I've got 3 terabytes of video that I'm still editing from before I even started putting any on YouTube. I've got like 24 videos up now. I've made this in a shorter version and a longer version so that you can watch either one. If you're watching the longer version, thank you. If you're watching the shorter version, thank you. Let me know which ones you prefer. It'll give me a little bit of a hint on whether I'm boring you to death by making this one was, I think, 1 hour and 55 minutes, and I haven't even put the intro and outro on it yet. I'm just now recording the intro and outro. So let me know if you've got any helpful hints or tricks or tips. I'll take those too, because like I said, I'm new at this. I've not been doing this very long. And I'll take all the help I can get. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be editing another one here in just a few minutes as soon as I finish putting this outro and intro on these 2 videos. And so have a good day and see you on the next one.